William Balvin, it's sunny here in Shanghai, huh?
Yeah, it's a very nice day today. It was raining yesterday.
Yeah.
So welcome.
Thank you. Where are we?
We're at China Accelerator in Shanghai. We're the first accelerator in China.
And
Oh, I'm looking at that, or I'm looking at you?
you're looking at me.
Okay, sorry, you didn't say it. So sometimes you look at the camera, sometimes you're looking at
No, look at me. It'll be easier. So
Yeah,
take
so-
us inside.
Sure, so we're based in People Squared. It's a co-working space.
Yeah.
The reason why we base here is that it's a lot less expensive.
Yeah.
So we're under construction, a lot of new furniture coming in.
Yeah.
People Square has been a great partner.
Yeah.
We provide the community.
Yeah.
And come on in.
Yeah. Thank you.
And they provide the physical plant.
Yeah.
We have a 3-month program here.
Yeah.
And after the program, they can move into offices where they pay rent. So these are some of the teams that have graduated. Down this side, there's 2 other floors, second floor as well as the 15th floor here. This is one of our batch 9 teams, our Urbim.
Yeah.
And this is China Accelerator. We don't spend a lot of money on a physical plant, as you can see.
What's all these plaques on the wall?
So those are the portfolio companies. So we're in the middle of batch 11.
Yeah.
Started in 2010.
Yeah.
Some of those companies are extremely successful and some are dead.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you do early stage startup.
And who are all our guests here?
So we have a couple people waiting for meetings and we have a flotilla of interns. So when you're in a startup, you don't have a lot of money to spend.
Yeah.
So we lower costs
Yeah.
by having a small army of interns. We actually have an internship program. We're partnered with governments and schools from around the world, from Pakistan to Singapore to
Yeah.
the US.
Yeah.
So at any one time, us and our companies have something between 20 and 30 interns running around.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very cool. And the telephone booth there, is that straight from?
Yeah, we had that made. It's
Yeah.
actually a 2-person as opposed to a 1-person. So
Yeah.
we put a piano bench in there. You can put your computer on, do a side-by-side. It's soundproof.
And someone is in there.
Yeah, that's Vivian, our head of corporate, doing
Yeah.
a call, trying to close somebody.
Excellent.
This is the batch 11 companies, their logos.
cool. Very cool.
And our social stats on the wall. We're trying to start tracking them. We're a data-driven accelerator.
Yeah.
We're focused on not only measuring our startups, but measuring ourselves. So we try and eat our own dog food.
Very, very
Yeah,
cool.
so this is our team here, and
This is all of our
the China Accelerator
analysts
team.
and-
We run 2 programs, China Accelerator here and MOX in Taiwan.
Yeah.
A lot of the people are in MOX in Taiwan right now. And then we're currently hosting 10 startups in batch 11.
Okay. Well, that's a good. Okay, great. These
From
are all of these
countries
plaques
like Malaysia,
Yeah.
Italy,
Yeah.
Australia, Singapore,
Yeah.
and the US. So we tend to pack them in. Everybody gets about enough space for their elbows, and that's it.
Yeah.
This is where we do our podcast. And it's also known as the programmer room. It's supposed to be quiet in there. We have our outdoor area, barbecues. The construction is putting a bit of a damper on it.
Yeah.
But it's good to be able to get outside when it's a nice day.
Yeah.
One of our mentors,
This is Barry O'Sullivan from
Barry
Ireland.
O'Sullivan, doing a talk, Artificial Intelligence for Dummies.
That's right. What's on there? It says, "Look, Ma, no humans."
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have teams in batch 10 from 3 to Ochung, which has 14 people on the team.
Yeah.
So we're getting ready for demo day. It's coming up in a week.
Yeah.
So it's crunch time.
Yeah.
Everybody's madly practicing their pitches and getting ready to fundraise.
William Balvin, so in addition to your running China Accelerator, you also run what else for SOSV?
So I joined 2.5 years ago at SOSV as the 5th general partner. As part of that, I am the MD of China Accelerator, where I started in 2011 as a mentor, about a year after it got going. And then we also launched about a year and a half ago the MOX program. So our focus is taking companies cross-border who do internet and software.
MOX is mobile only.
Yeah, it stands for
accelerator?
Mobile Only Accelerator.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And that's in-
it's based in Taipei, but the focus is in India, South Asia, Southeast Asia, Eastern Europe, Middle East, and South America.
Yeah.
The mobile first, mobile only markets. So our focus is taking companies from around the world through China Accelerator into China, and through MOX on our mobile platform, which is a partnership between our fund and one of my old portfolio companies into Southeast Asia, Eastern Europe, and South America. We have 130 million users on the MOX platform, smartphone users.
Yeah.
And we're hacking the VC model a little bit. So we're solving a major problem for the companies that we work with, both coming into China and going into the rest of the world on mobile. We help them get users without paying any money, which is key. Right now, a lot of entrepreneurs have to mortgage their entire company to raise money, and that money doesn't go to a great product, it doesn't go to awesome tech, it goes to paying for user acquisition.
Yeah.
And we think that's a poor use of capital.
Yeah.
So we would much rather help them with that, get those users, instead of having to pay for them.
Tell me about China Accelerator. What does a company get? What do they give up in terms of their time and their equity in order to participate in the program?
Sure. So China Accelerator and MOX are not one size fits all. There's an equity component. It's usually 6%, but that's negotiable. And there's a cash component, usually $80,000 to $100,000. And we invest first. We bring them into our offices to work side by side with us and our 250 mentors for about 100 days. And then it doesn't stop there. We help with fundraising, and companies can stay with us for another 3 months in our offices as they go through fundraising and continue to expand. We are an accelerator, so after about 6 months, we do require the companies to leave and go out on their own. So far, this has been a great experience. I joined halfway through batch 6. We're in batch 11, so that's about 80 companies on the China Accelerator side. Plus, we have about to launch our 3rd batch of MOX. And we really spend a lot of time with these companies. We're not doing 60 companies a batch. A batch is a 3-month period. We're not doing 120 companies a batch like some of the US players.
Right.
We're doing 8 to 10, maximum 12 companies a batch. So you get my team's attention, you get our 5 experts in residence attention, and you get one-on-one attention from the mentors.
And how big is your team here?
We have about 14 people. A lot of the companies work on both programs. We have a head of growth, which helps out in China Accelerator, but also runs the MOX program.
Yeah.
We have a head of product who runs the China Accelerator program, but also helps out on MOX. So a lot of the skills, a lot of the firepower can be applied to actually both programs, and that's important.
And can you tell us about 1 or 2 of the big successes out of the programs?
Sure. So a couple batches after I started, batch 8, we had a company called BitMEX join us in Shanghai from Hong Kong, American and a Brit. And they're trying to solve the problem of regulation in the financial markets, making it very difficult for investors to invest in what they want to invest and where they want to invest. So they created a derivatives trading platform where they created their own derivatives exchange and derivatives products. So they help people around the world invest in currencies with leverage. So if you want to bet a currency is going up, you can put your money down, but you can also get 100 times leverage. Where 100 times borrowing, so that if you're right, you make a lot more money.
Yeah.
The key thing for this platform is that all the users fund their account with cryptocurrency, with Bitcoin. That means that they don't use fiat currency, they don't have to use regular bank accounts, they don't touch a lot of that regulation that's been putting pressure on a lot of the global investment banks. So they're disrupting the global financial trading market and investment market.
What kind of traction would they have?
So when they started, they'd already launched for 6 months. And their trading volume had a black screen. It looked like a Bloomberg terminal, if you've ever seen one. It was very, very complicated.
Yeah.
It was designed for institutions.
Yeah.
And they were doing about $250 a week in revenue when they joined, having already launched for 6 months. Within that 12 weeks, we took them and we made that platform helped them make that platform a lot more user-friendly. And they scaled from about $250 a week to about $12,000 a week in revenue, and they went profitable during the program.
Before they even graduated the accelerator?
Yeah, they went profitable. And because of that, they never had to raise money. So the founders still own 94% of the company. They're very happy. And a recent article came out in TechNode saying that they're doing about 74 million US dollars a day in trading volume. And this is not an exchange, they actually charge a fee. Yeah, they're doing quite well. The volatility in the cryptocurrency markets is really helping them, because a lot of people are not trading, dollar yen, they're trading Bitcoin dollar or Bitcoin yen. Yeah. And the volatility there is really driving their usage.
That's a company that's only, what, 2.5?
It's about 2.5 years old,
yeah.
And they joined us a year in. What we focus on is taking companies that already have product, already have users, and scaling them.
Yeah.
And that's scaling across borders to new users, but it's also tweaking their product, tuning their product to make user acquisition easier, retain users, and then make sure that we're monetizing those users. So we're more focused on making money as opposed to really early stage product market fit.
Yeah, that's great. Any advice that you would give to a founder who's looking to get into China Accelerator or get into Mox?
Yeah, the easiest way to get into China Accelerator is through us or through our mentors. So on our website, ChinaAccelerator.com and MobileOnlyX.com, we list our mentors. There's 250 of them. So reach out to them or reach out to our team. If you don't know any mentors or you don't know our team, you can also apply on our websites. But referrals, especially in early stage, trump cold calls. It's very, very competitive. We have about a 1% acceptance rate on internet applications, 1 or 2%. As with most competitive leading accelerators in the world, it's tough to get in. You really have to stand out from a crowd. The other thing is focus on where we can help. We help companies that already have product market fit and they're looking for scale and they're looking to go across border.
Would the successful company be from just China or from all over?
No.
I know the answer to these questions.
Yeah. So the successful companies, we're about 1/3 global companies coming in. We're about 1/3 Chinese companies growing up in China and going out, and about 1/3 cross-border. For example, BitMEX is a cross-border company. You have customers around the world who want to invest in financial products around the world. We have cross-border real estate investment. We have cross-border e-commerce, social commerce. But for areas where they're really key in China, where we're helping companies from around the world come in, machine learning, artificial intelligence, there's a huge market here that's untapped, and we're leveraging expertise and technology from around the world to come into the world's #2 largest market, which is China.
People coming into the program would be coming from the Middle East,
Sure.
America, Europe.
Just in this current batch, we have one team from Italy. We have a team from France. We have a team from Malaysia. We have a team from Australia. We have a team from Singapore.
Yeah.
We have a team of Spaniards that have been living in Shanghai for a while.
Yeah.
But we also have 3 Chinese teams.
Yeah, that's great. And the way that people can get in contact is just basically through the website. There's no email or anything like that.
Yeah, our emails, I'm on LinkedIn. I don't really use it that often, but my email is public. It's out there in the world, william.bao.bean@sosv.com. I do live in Asia. I lived in China for the last 10 years, so I don't actually read my email, but somebody does, and we'll get back in touch with you there. You can also find me on WeChat at WilliamBaoBean2. It's basically my name with the digit 2. And that's probably the best way to reach out.
Cool. Great. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot.
That's a little
close.
comfy. Hold on a second. Yeah. So you can look at me. So I'll ask the questions around. I'll ask the questions around here.